Southern Railfan is the place for amazing videos of all types of trains. Southern Railfan, subscribe today.
Okie dokie. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. We're starting our Sunday off here at Moodytown Road, waiting on a northbound man. I heard him talking to barely heard him talking to the dispatcher, giving his updates and everything, leaving Bostic, but I didn't catch what he was or how long he was or anything. But I know there's a signal maintainer that the dispatcher put in the hole that's severe, and I just barely heard the defect detector go off at the 225, but not even enough to hear how many cars or how long he is. I don't know much about radio frequencies and how things are transmitted. I'm sure that's no surprise to most of you. But if it's a clear, sunny day, man, I can't hear nothing on the scanner. I just can't hardly pick up anything. But if it's overcast and rainy and dreary, I swan you, I can hear all the way from the north end of Toe River all the way down to Bryce, and that's about 30 miles or so, maybe more than that, rail miles. I mean, I can hear everything, so I'm not sure what it is, but I hear a horn blowing, so that's our northbound man. Hopefully we can catch a few other things today. Sunday's usually pretty dry. Friday's the best day of the week for me. But anyway, we'll catch this northbound man and see what else we can do today. Okay, I'll listen out. We'll see what kind of track warrants they give that track man, and we'll see what else got going on today. Okie dokie, we're over at the Marion CSX depot, about halfway up the passing track. Right there's the Norfolk and Southern overpass. We've been here several times, but right back here, as you can see, is some brand new high rail trucks. And we're gonna sit here and wait on southbound M693. And while we're waiting and hoping that we'll have enough light by the time he gets here, let's meander over and take a gander at them new high rail trucks. Let's go. Alrighty. Well, these things are clean as a whistle. These are LED work lights. These are amber, either amber or white LED lights that strobe or flash back and forth to for warning. They got the new style aluminum wheels, and wheels on a high rail truck, they set in. It's easier to tell on the back here. Kind of the offset. See how that, instead of most wheels that you look at, you know, if you ever clean your wheels when you're washing them, they set in. For lack of me, right now I can't remember what that's called. Not offset, but anyway, on high rail trucks they set in, and the reason they set in is how a high rail truck moves on the rail is that tire sets down on the rail and you give it gas like you're on the road, and that's what moves it along. And if you can see kind of where that high rail sets, or the rail guide there, the hydraulic piece that comes down, you can see how that lines up with the wheel. So I haven't seen one with a new aluminum on it. And on the rear, work lights down there. These, again, they're not turn signals. They flash amber. Those are backup lights, and of course brake lights. Hydraulic reel. Pretty sharp-ola. Got another one over here set up almost the exact same way. Well, I guess it is the exact same way. And those lights on the top, see those halogen lights? I'll get a little bit closer to them. Those halogen lights, we had those on a couple of fire trucks. Those are remote. They'll spin around, and this light here will go back and forth. I think they're called Go lights, or made by a company called Go Light, or yeah, Go Light. See there it says Go Light. That's a nice aluminum headache rack. Man, they're sharp looking trucks. And these guys around here keep them clean anyway. They take pride in what they do and keep their equipment clean. When I was chief of the fire department, you could always tell what crew you wanted to go into a fire with by how they kept their rig. If they kept their rig in order, then they probably had their training up and took their job seriously. Anyway, I just thought we'd step over here and take a look at these while we were waiting on this southbound man. There's another look at the wheel setup on that. Running boards. Sharp looking truck. The old ones had this gargantuan big bumper that stuck out on the front that these high rails went underneath. That is a good looking truck. Alrighty, we'll mosey back down here to another good looking truck, the old Train Tracker 2000, and wait on this southbound M693. I heard him set the defect detector off at the 194, which is Camp 2. We've been up at Camp 2 several times filming, and the length was almost 9,000 feet, so probably a pretty good chance he'll have a DPU, unless he's pulling a lot of empties. So we'll move on down. There's the train tracker, and hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that enough light will be here when he passes. I was hoping to catch the northbound empty ethanol train B650. He's got Union Pacific leader, either a CSX or a CP second, and either a CSX or CP vice versa pusher on the rear, but I don't think he'll make it to Bostic before dark. So he was dark coming down and dark going back, so that's the way it goes sometimes. lights where you can see the train. But if you need to rewind it, rewind it. If you missed it, they turned the light on inside the cab so we could see them wave. That was pretty cool. The crews on this line, they never fail to impress me. That was pretty awesome. And that's our last train for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.